Hey guys, what's up, what's going on, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you consider hitting that subscribe button down your lower right hand corner and becoming one of the family members. Well, I hope you all enjoyed last night's tool video. I thought it was a pretty innovative product and I wanted to share it with you, and hope you went on to Amazon and picked one up for yourself. I have two of them like I showed you last night, and I do have that other self-centering punch coming up to 7/16 of an inch. Like I said in a couple videos, there was a hint in the background of the one video last week or the week before. No, it was last week. I just don't remember which video it was in. Maybe announcing the injector giveaway. If you have not done so, make sure and share the channel. Share that video. It's up here. And let everybody know that we are going to be giving away a set of Ducky injectors. Chris has went through them and given them a clean bill of health. Nozzles look good, and they are good to go in one of your guys' trucks as long as you have a VP truck. And also, Half Fast 719 was gracious enough to send me a set of cores for me to send to Chris and at Ducky Fuel Injection. So this giveaway is open to anybody and everybody who has a VP truck or knows somebody that has a VP truck and wants to give them to them. It don't matter who you are, what you do, what you have. If you want a set of Ducky injectors, share this channel, subscribe, and become one of the family members. All right, like I said, yeah, I did say that. I went and picked up another part for the dually, for the common rail build, third gen build, whatever you guys want to call it. I've been calling it my dually. I've heard it called common rail, whatever it is. You know the front bumper is pretty smashed up on it, on that passenger side. The gentleman ran a stop sign, hit a car, yada, yada, yada. That he said, she said, he decided not to fix it and just left it go. So I went down to a little town here in Ohio called Port Jefferson. I found this on Facebook. I actually watched it and on Marketplace, and he got it on there for 50 bucks. And I saved it, was gonna contact him, and then I got a notification that he had dropped the price to $25. Actually, what it is a sport bumper, and it does have everything in it. It's not just the plastic shell. It is everything. If I wanted a red bumper, I could just take and bolt it on a truck. It has fog lights in it, both sides. It's ready to go. All the thing I need to do is I'm gonna have to paint it silver. But I mean, for 25 bucks, that PS2 silver that's on these trucks is very, very plentiful. There was a lot of them painted that color, and I was just kind of holding out. I was just gonna get a silver parts. That way I didn't have to worry about painting. I didn't care how they looked. I mean, let's face it, it's a tow rig, whatever. I know I just said that, but for 25 bucks, I can afford to, hell, even go get just some spray bomb and put on it if I want to. You can have that PS2 mixed up at your local paint store and put some aerosol cans. Should be able to. There's several of them here that will do that for me. The paint stores in your location, automotive paint stores, should be able to do the same thing. Basically what it is, it's an acrylic enamel. I don't think they do any base clears in aerosol, but you can have that acrylic enamel put in an aerosol can, and it's just a single stage paint. You spray it on, you're done. There's no wet sanding, no buffing. Just make sure and do it in a clean environment so you have a nice finish. I do have some Fleet Silver downstairs, and it's pretty close to the PS2. I don't know if they're going to be able to do a retint for me on that or not. It's kind of, I'd use this to stir it up, and then I kind of held it. I used to have a silver PS2 truck. I mean, it's really, really close, but anyway, I'm gonna take that and see if they can do a retint for me. I don't know if they can. If not, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna get some aerosol mixed up and spray this down with or shoot this with some aerosol cans. But first off, what we need to do is strip it down. You have these to take off with this little air dam to take out of there, because that'll remain black. I want your guys' opinion. I believe this this had a ground effects package on it, and that's the only reason he bought it, is he's doing a 1500 Daytona clone. They had some 1500s out that had called a Daytona package, and you can see where he's taken that lower air dam off, and that was probably red also. This piece here, this is molded to this bumper. It's all one piece. Should I leave this black through there? There's a hard line right through there. I could tape it off, leave this black like a lower valance, or should I go ahead and make this silver color and bring it silver all the way down? It does also need this top plate replaced. It's faded pretty bad. I did try and do some of the burning up there, but it's just not coming real clean, so I'm just gonna go ahead and replace that top piece, probably pick that up from LMC truck and get that done. So I want to get that apart tonight. The only thing I'm really gonna do is I'm only gonna worry about what's seen. I'm gonna pull the fog lights out, gonna pull the license plate bracket off, and those holes will get filled. July 1 of 2020 here in Ohio, we no longer have to run a front plate, so that's coming off of there, and the plate will just remain in the front windshield until I get picked up and somebody tells me that I can't do it that way. And hopefully I make it till July 1st of 2020, sorry. I'm ahead of myself. And then this is all that is left of the original bed that was on the dually. I did cut both of the sides off. They are in pretty good condition. Just starting just a little bit of rust there, and then up through here, this is all hidden by an inner panel, an inner fender liner, so you don't see it anyway. But I'm trying to get these dually flares off. What I've done is I've cut the ends of the studs off. That way hopefully these will just turn right off and not have to pull through the rust just like that one down there. I've got one of these vibratory cutters, and I'm gonna try and use it with the metal blade in it to get into some of these tighter places like that, because these are spinning the type of bolts that that dually fender is held on with. So right now, let's try and get those bolts out and see if we can get that fender off, because I want to get it on the dually and at least make the driver's side look a little bit better. Before I get started doing this, I would like to mention, I did make contact with a guy by the name of Dylan over at PRI. He works at AirDog, and he also has a diesel channel, a YouTube channel. His is Dirty Diamond Diesel over in Indiana. Go give him a shout, or go check him out, go check his channel out. Him and I are going to try and do a collaboration. We're going to meet up maybe sometime before, but we're also going to meet up at Fire Punk's event this year. They have in Xenia. Last year, 2019 was the first event. It is scheduled already for 2020 in Xenia, Ohio. As that nears and gets closer, I'll let you know more about that. Him and I are both going to be there. He actually said something to me about taking a dually over there and racing it in the ET class, but I just don't know that I'm ready to jump into that yet. I'm not saying that a race truck may never be in my future, but it's something that I really would think about doing. Him and his friends right now are building a race truck to take over there. I don't know what all events that they are going to do, but if you get a chance, his link is in the description. It's Dirty Diamond Diesel, and his name's Dylan. Go over there, give him a follow, subscribe to his channel. And like I said, him and I are going to be doing probably a couple videos together in the near future. And then also meet up over there at Fire Punk's event in Xenia, Ohio. I'm not sure the date of that yet. I believe this year was in May, if I'm not mistaken. May, June, I can't remember. But we're definitely going to meet up over there, and you never know, I may be taking a dually over there. I'll probably drive something over there. What I'm going to take, I don't know. But I may take it over there and race the street event, but or the ET class with the 6-speed. It's just, I don't know, shifting them gears. I just don't know if I want to do that. I would rather have an automatic, maybe do a manual valve body and an automatic. Yeah, just haven't decided yet what I want to do as far as another build in the future. But right now, what I want to do is get this fender off of here. Like I said, I went through and cut all these off to try and hopefully just twist them off and not have to worry about the rust on the ends of them. And also I cut these top of these off. I'm going to use my Milwaukee ratchet and see if it can't buzz them off. All right, that took just a little bit longer than I thought I was going to. At one point in time, I actually even knocked the camera off of the stand there. I don't know if I caught that or not. I can't remember if it was recording. But this is what I was talking about. These are these little clips that are in there. As you can see, that bolt is captured and that slides over it like this. In that slot. It goes right through there. And then you just tighten everything up. Then it has a couple little spikes in there to hold it in place. And then there's 12 of them all the way around. Up and through here, I did have to loosen those up just a little bit too. These plates right here, that top lip sandwiches in the back of that plate. Then you got just one push lock there. And then there's also a plate on the back side. This fender, or her bedside, is actually in really, really good condition. There's just a little bit of bubbling right there starting, but it's not super bad. And of course, you know, the dualies, they're cut out right through there. But if somebody wanted a good fender, this one, or a bedside, this one is in very, very good shape. I'm not gonna save either one of these bedsides. I may take them and see if one of the body shop guys wants them, but other than that, I don't want them. They're gonna probably go into scrap if them guys don't want them. If one of you guys are close and you're interested, my Instagram's right here. DM me and let me know. You can have them, they're yours. I don't want them. So any interest, let me know. I did get the license plate taken off of that, the bracket. See that right there? I forgot to tell you guys about that too. That's an extra that'll be coming later on. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off tonight, and then that's probably gonna do it. There's 3 bolts that hold the fog lights in, and I'm gonna start sanding on this. Let me know in the comment section. Should this stay black or should this be color matched? Let me know. Let me know, let me know. The way these work, before I take off here, this plastic screw goes in there. I'll just go ahead and take one out real fast and show you. All right, the way these work is, as that thread's in there, it spreads these apart and holds the item in place. I had to break this one to get it out. You can see the threads on there, but it's plastic, age. All it does is sit there and strip it out, and you can't get them out. I'll have to get some new ones of these two, or just use a regular push lock. If I have any in here, I don't know if I have any in here. One of these right here, just a bigger size. Those will hold it in place too. I think other than that, that's pretty much all I have for you tonight. Gonna order those clips. I don't know if I can get those local or not. I will check around to put that fender or that dually fender on. I'm hoping that one on that truck or on that bed comes apart just a little bit better. That bed come off of an 03 also, but for the last 4 or 5 years, it's been sitting up on blocks back in the back part of his shop where I picked that bed up at, and it hasn't even been on the truck, so it has not saw all of the salt and corrosion like this one has. You can see these plates right here that hold the fender on. They're in pretty sad shape. So hopefully this goes pretty quick as far as taking that one off and getting the new one on. Fingers are crossed. No, I wasn't flipping you off. My fingers are crossed. You just couldn't see the other one. Anyway, don't forget, share the channel. Share that last video. Help me get to 2,000 subscribers, and one of you guys are going to get a set of VP injectors from Ducky Fuel Injection. They're 125 horse sack style injectors that I pulled out of my 2nd gen, and they will be yours. Just help me get there, and then we'll decide how we're going to do the contest and give those away. I have been using the heck out of my Milwaukee 3/8 ratchet. I love it. My drill over there, the D-wall, it is going bad, and I'm actually thinking of switching everything over to Milwaukee products and going with the M12 line. If you guys have any experience with the drills or the 1/4" driver, let me know in the comment section. I would appreciate it. This is the first one I've owned. I have Milwaukee stuff at work, but it is M18 20 volts or 18 volt rather, so I'm just kind of curious on how that smaller stuff works. If I have a lot of holes to drill, I do use my drill press. Other than that, I use that on occasion. So anyway, if you don't mind, hit that like button, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already done so. Remember, we're going to go over and see Dylan at Dirty Diamond Diesel before too long. Probably going to be after the first of the year, January-ish. We're going to go over to his shop and check him out and do a little field trip. So anyway, like, subscribe. Talk to you guys later on. Bye-bye.